There are so many reasons why people end up homeless, and we try to prevent that from happening, and that is the most effective thing we can do. Once they are homeless, we will help them, but if we can prevent it, let's do that.
Grand Valley Catholic Outreach is an outreach to people who are in need in our community. It's an outreach that's performed by many, many volunteers from many different denominations in our valley, and we serve anyone who has a need that we can respond to. Catholic comes from the Greek word katholikos, which means universal. Anyone can serve and anyone can be served, and that's the mantra that we live by.
It's really important that we have a good view of everybody's religion and to come together. So it's not exclusive, and I think that's important.
Catholic Outreach is amazing. It's a nonprofit organization that was founded in 1988 by 4 Catholic parishes. The mission is to proclaim the dignity and worth of every individual and to work to meet their human needs and to do so with compassion. And since 1988, when it started in the little green house that people talked about, it has really evolved and grown.
I think people need to understand that there is much more that Catholic Outreach offers. It's not just about people that don't have homes. It's people that can't make rent, that don't have enough money for groceries, that need clothing, and they don't have the money to go to Target and buy clothing, so they can come shop for free once a week at Catholic Outreach. It's a really special organization that hits a lot of different areas in our community and our needs.
Our services include financial assistance for eviction prevention, utility assistance. We offer a book in hand program so that little children are able to take a book home. We have a free clothing bank. We have a food pantry. We have a soup kitchen that serves a hot meal at noon. We have a day center that provides for the needs of individuals in search of showers or laundry or mail services, medical services. We have La Mariposa, which is a weekly support group for women. And we have a housing program that helps lift people out of homelessness and puts them into homes.
When Catholic Outreach was founded, the 4 Catholic pastors said to themselves, why are we doing the same thing that someone else is doing? Couldn't we do it better if we bonded together and had one agency and we would support it so that we're not just duplicating what somebody else is doing? But then over the years, other agencies in the city said, how can we help people better than we're doing now? And instead of duplicating it, they said, why don't we just join with Catholic Outreach because they're doing a pretty good job of it.
If somebody is facing eviction, and instead of having to get out of their home, oftentimes with little kids, in a matter of a few days, if they bring that notice to us and meet with us, we can find them the financial assistance to stay in their home for at least 30 days.
What we have found, though, is that if we can give you a month by signing a contract with a landlord who is obligated then to keep you for 30 days, most people can figure it out. So our percentage is 96% are still in their homes after 1 month. 84% are still in their homes after 6 months. And the national average is 54%. So that's really very good.
My name's Devin Hallett. I've lived in Colorado my whole life. I have a 5-year-old son. His name's Avery. He's nonverbal autistic, and I was doing speech therapy and occupational therapy for him. Medicaid was refusing to cover it, so it racked up a very large bill, about $10,000. It put us in a really, really tight spot, especially as a single parent. I got an eviction notice that we were going to get kicked out of our house. I came into Catholic Outreach. I didn't know what they'd be able to help me with. They were able to get us the money that we needed to get our rent back in order, and it was, really a lifesaver for us. They were able to really just kind of boost me to get me back on my feet to where I wasn't having to keep going in and asking for benefits. It was really where they were able to empower me to get back control financially of my life.
My name is Susan Lovato. I'm a clothing sorter at the Outreach. I'm 4 generations into this of doing the work that we do at the Catholic Outreach. When I started, we had the little greenhouse. It was a small house, and it just continued to grow and grow up to hundreds of people. It just tells you that the community and the people support how well it has grown with every volunteer that comes here.
We have about 500 volunteers. I thought, wow, that many people are committed to this organization. This really does have to be a very special organization. The housing that we offer is really incredible in that we now provide 100 apartments to formerly homeless individuals. The individuals who go into our apartments have gone through a number of different interviews and they've been vetted. We want to make sure it's a good fit. Every month, those individuals will come and they'll pay their rent, and that gives buy-in. So that's important. People understand it's their place and then take care of our units. And they do.
James West. I live at St. Benedict's, so I went back to outreach and they said, you need a place to stay permanent. So you don't walk, I'm walking around a lot, so it took several months. It wasn't an overnight thing. It took several months to get in, and then it was like a dream come true. When I got out there, I re-landscaped everything, and then when I got done landscaping, they said, you can make a garden there. When I first started in the garden, the ground was all real hard and crunchy. I got all the grass clippings from them. And we started putting it down 4 to 6 inches thick over all the beds. It has made the garden lush and green. And then there's the soup kitchen. I grow lettuces and greens for salads and tomatoes. And I take 30 or 40 pounds of lettuce every time I go in.
My name is Kathy, and I live at St. Martin's too. Prior to living at St. Martin too, I was homeless. I was living in my car, and I did do that with my dog as well. Her name is Dixie. She became my rock after that, you know? If you live in the desert in your car, when the sun goes down, there's, unless it's the middle of summer, there's no heat. Yeah, I was sleeping in a hat, and I was sleeping in mittens in the icy cold. Growing up, there was some emotional abuse. There was quite a bit, actually. We had a beautiful house, beautiful neighbors, but I was raised in someone else's addiction. And then moving forward in my life, I unknowingly sought out the same type of relationships with others. I suffer from chronic PTSD. I have a condition called ulcerative colitis. I develop ulcers in the colon, so you're bleeding internally until the doctor can get it to stop, basically. So you're in and out of the ER, you're in and out of the hospital, you're getting blood transfusions. You've always got medical bills piling up. I was unable to go to work. I was unable to do the things that I needed to do to keep my home. I have a cousin in the area, and I went to him and I said, do you know where I can go for help? And that's the person that directed me to Grand Valley Catholic Outreach. The first time I walked into my apartment, it was very surreal. Very grateful. I had a bed for the first time in 3 years. If I did not have Catholic Outreach in my life, I would have lost my vehicle at this point. And I would have been living on the street.
My name is Lee Mann. I'm living here at the Mother Teresa Apartments. Grand Junction is my hometown. Back I worked for a big construction company here in town. One day I came up and my stomach started swelling, and I went and saw the doctor. Next thing I know, I was having liver and kidney failure. Having the doctor tell you, that you're pretty close to dying. And I lost my job, lost all my savings. I was putting everything into doctors and everything. I'd gotten down to human resources, and they recommended me to Catholic Outreach. I got this phone call that was just, we might have a place for you. I can remember holding back the tears that I had some place to go. Without Catholic Outreach, I would be homeless.
If you've never volunteered before or had the experience of volunteering, I think that you don't realize that you actually come out of an experience like that with more than you even walked in with.
We operate largely on donations every single day.
Hopefully, the companies can still donate their time, their money, their buildings, their acreage to get, everything flowing and help the people that really need the help.
If you're in the position to either donate, whether it be financially or just donate your time as a volunteer, it's I can't think of honestly a better organization to do it, because every single dollar and every single minute of your time is going to go towards truly helping someone.
In the future, I'm looking forward to both maintaining the programs we currently have in place, but also growing those programs, looking at the needs of our community and seeing what else it is that we can do to help people out.